Have you ever been in a heated argument where you felt like you were going to burst with anger? We've all been there, whether it's a disagreement at work, a fight with a loved one, or a verbal sparring match with a complete stranger on social media. While fighting may at first seem like the obvious answer, there is a much more empowering way: the wisdom of stockpiling. In this video, I share 13 powerful strategies to overcome difficult people without any conflict, without fighting, and without arguing. These are not about weakness, but about inner strength and the ability to protect yourself while rising above their negativity. Please keep watching the video until the end, because you will discover that truly destroying an enemy is what living your best life is all about. Trust me, these methods are easier than throwing punches, but may require some patience and effort. In return, it promises inner peace, long-lasting solutions, potentially transformed relationships, and a lifelong streak of invincibility. So, are you ready to learn how to manage conflict like a true Stoic? Please subscribe and press the notification bell so that you can become the best version of yourself in all areas of life with the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Remember, your most important victory lies not in external battles, but in mastering your mind and heart. Now let's get started. Understand a situation. Imagine yourself as a captain in the middle of a storm. The waves are crashing, the wind is howling, and your crew is flailing about in panic. But you remain at the center. Like the eye of the hurricane, you are a point of unshakable stillness. This is the ideal Stoic behavior. Maintaining clarity of mind, even when chaos is swirling around you, anger, resentment, the urge to lash out. These are natural human emotions. These natural human emotions can sometimes put us in a more difficult position in the face of events. Like quicksand, they can blind our reason, trapping us in a conflict. The Stoics taught us that our first perceptions can be flawed, colored by our passions. True wisdom lies in stepping back, in examining the situation with cool logic. Remember, our perceptions are like a map. A representation of reality is not reality itself. Your enemy's map of the situation may be very different from yours. To understand their point of view is to gain strategic insight, not to endorse their actions. Are their motives motivated by fear, misunderstanding, or something else entirely? The Stoics believe that the real conflict lies within us. It is the struggle between our impulsive nature and our capacity for reason. By scrutinizing the situation carefully, we do not let our base emotions take control. We become masters of our own reactions, not slaves to circumstances. A spear thrown in haste often misses its target. Likewise, actions born out of anger and lack of understanding rarely have the desired outcome. Sharp vinegar spoils the pot. In such situations, you are the one who suffers. By patiently analyzing the situation, we gain knowledge. This knowledge gives us the power not only to react, but to respond strategically, guided not by anger, but by wisdom. Stoicism offers a radical promise. True freedom lies in understanding. When we see the situation clearly, its hold on us loosens. We realize that the actions of our enemy cannot harm the virtue within us. We can choose our path without being bound by the chains of resentment and the need to destroy. 2. Set boundaries. Think of your inner peace as a sacred garden. It is a place where your virtues blossom: kindness, logic, courage. But sometimes the harsh winds of others' actions can threaten these delicate flowers. Think of yourself as a country and the damage you would suffer if you had no borders or if they were crossed. This is where borders are so important, not as walls to imprison you, but as protective fences. Just as a skilled gardener carefully prunes weeds To nurture his precious flowers, you must create boundaries to protect your peace of mind. This is recognizing that you deserve respect and that you are responsible for cultivating the conditions in which your best self can flourish. Boundaries are not born out of anger or hatred. A Stoic sets boundaries from a place of self-control. Boundaries are clearly defined in your mind and communicated with a calm dignity that demands respect. You say, "These are behaviors I will not tolerate," not to punish someone else, but to protect yourself. Imagine a majestic oak tree. No storm can uproot it, because its boundaries extend deep beneath the surface. Its strength lies not in its rigidity, but in knowing where to bend and where to stand firm. Your boundaries are similar, based on respect for yourself and others, offering flexibility when possible and unwavering determination when necessary. Setting boundaries can be a great act of self-love. It is a shield against the emotional turmoil that can easily take root inside us when we are wronged. By defining what you will and will not accept, you reclaim your power and create a space for peace to flourish. Remember, according to the Stoics, true power is not about controlling others, but about managing ourselves. Being able to govern yourself will be more pleasurable than the desire to govern others. Boundaries are a proof of this self-management, a declaration that you are the architect of your own inner harmony. 3. Focus on yourself. The Stoics understood that the greatest battle is the one we fight within ourselves, not against external enemies. To neglect our personal development in favor of obsessing about our enemies is to surrender the real battlefield. By focusing on ourselves, we build an unbreakable weapon that is far more powerful than any act of retaliation. When we focus on ourselves and live for ourselves, it is not what others do that matters, but what we can do. Imagine a magnificent lighthouse whose light cuts through even the darkest storms. It doesn't waste energy trying to put out the storm, but instead stands as a shining beacon of determination. Similarly, cultivating your inner light is the most powerful response to those who try to dim it. Every act of personal development is a defiant victory. When you pursue knowledge, hone your skills, or nurture your soul, you are building an inner fortress that can never be captured. Your happiness, rooted in your own efforts, becomes an unshakable fortress that no external force can destroy. The Stoics believe that true virtue is its own reward. Living well, striving for excellence in everything you do, becomes an unshakable source of satisfaction. Ironically, those who are mired in negativity may find themselves uneasy in the face of your unwavering light. Your success, your joy, becomes a silent challenge to their destructive way of life. Remember, the best revenge is not revenge, but the silent victory of becoming the best possible version of yourself. And these silent victories are the greatest celebrations. While others waste their energy in conflict, you rise above it. Your focused determination becomes a radiant energy that touches the lives of those around you and inspires far more than any act of aggression ever could. Let your enemy witness your progress and find himself unrivaled. When you live your life in harmony with your values, you display a power they cannot comprehend. Focus on yourself, and the world itself will become your ally. 4. Practice forgiveness. The Stoics did not see forgiveness as weakness, but as the ultimate act of strength. It is a courageous decision to free yourself from the past, to break free from a cycle of pain that ultimately poisons your own soul. Imagine resentment as a smoldering ember that you grasp tightly. It is you, not your enemy, who feels the searing pain. Forgiveness is the act of putting that ember down. It is recognizing that holding on to anger has done you far more harm than the person who has wronged you. They can continue on their destructive path, but you are no longer bound to their journey. It is not about condoning their actions, but about freeing yourself from their control. Remember, true power lies in our choices. You can choose to feed the flames of anger, allowing them to consume your thoughts and darken your perspective. Or you can choose forgiveness, a cleansing rain that puts out the fire and allows new growth. Forgiveness is like a muscle that gets stronger with practice. At first, it may seem impossible. The pain is so raw. But the Stooges taught us that our perception is malleable. With time and reflection, you can reframe the experience, understanding that the person who caused you pain is imprisoned by their own negative impulses. Imagine yourself walking down a long, hard road, carrying a heavy sack full of stones. Each stone represents resentment, and each grudge represents the weight on your shoulders. Forgiveness is the act of putting the sack down, of lightening your load. You continue your journey, your burden is lightened, you are free to move forward into a future untainted by the past. True freedom is not dwelling on the wounds that have been inflicted. It is the freedom to create your own garden of inner peace, is to nurture. Forgiveness is a precious gift of liberation given to yourself, not to the undeserving. 5. Seek outside help. Even the most powerful warriors sometimes seek the wisdom of a strategist, learning their skills from a skilled master. Seeking outside help to manage conflict is a testament to strength and wisdom, especially in the Stoic tradition. The real power lies in recognizing when a different perspective or expertise can elevate our approach. A counselor or mediator acts as a guide, offering a safe and neutral space to sort out complex emotions and explore new ways of resolution. They are like a cartographer, helping you to create a new map of the conflict zone, a map that reveals hidden paths and undiscovered solutions. Stoics believed in continuous learning and self-improvement. Seeking counseling shows a proactive commitment to growth. It is about recognizing that even the most self-disciplined mind can gain clarity in thinking in the presence of a skilled facilitator. Imagine a tangled maze of thorny vines. At first glance, it appears impassable, an obstacle designed to defeat you. But a skilled guide with the right tools can carefully carve a path through, revealing a path you would never have found on your own. A mediator offers similar assistance, untying communication knots and facilitating a productive dialogue. Asking for outside help is not a sign of weakness, but of strategic intelligence. It is using the resources at your disposal to achieve the best possible outcome. Remember, even the legendary Hercules had mentors and allies who helped him in his most difficult tasks. Do not hesitate to ask for help. The Stoicist's journey is a continuous improvement process. By enlisting the support of experts in managing human conflict, you empower yourself with new tools and insights. This is a testament to your unwavering commitment to finding a peaceful resolution, and is a victory in itself. 6. Distance if necessary. Stoicism teaches us that some environments are not conducive to flourishing. Just as a delicate plant cannot thrive in hard soil, so our souls wither in the presence of incessant toxicity. Distancing yourself is an act of profound self-preservation when done with clarity of purpose. Think of it as strategic retreat, not defeat. A skilled general sometimes regroups his forces, realizing that direct confrontation is not the wisest course. Similarly, there are times when distance is necessary to preserve your inner peace and pave the way for your future well-being. The Stoics believed in the power of our choices. Choosing to distance or limit yourself from a toxic influence is a testament to the respect you have for yourself. They say, "I value my peace of mind. I refuse to be a battleground where another person's negativity can take root." True strength lies in knowing when to gracefully disengage. It's about focusing on long-term thinking and conserving energy that you would otherwise spend locked in an exhausting cycle. Stepping away from yourself will allow you to reclaim your time and use that precious energy into relationships that nourish rather than consume. Imagine a magnificent bird trapped in a thicket of thorns. Every struggle only leads to more entanglement and exhaustion. But with a wise decision, the bird breaks its bonds, spreads its wings, and soars into the open sky. Stepping away from yourself can be something like that. Finding your own space, the freedom to find a space where you can breathe, heal, and truly flourish. Remember, the Stoic path is about living with intention and prioritizing your inner well-being. Sometimes the bravest act is to walk away, not from weakness, but from a deep self-knowledge and a commitment to creating a life aligned with your highest values. 7. Change your perspective. The Stoic sages understood that every challenge hides a seed of potential. Changing your perspective is like an alchemist turning base metal into gold. It is the art of transforming challenges into an engine of growth. Imagine yourself as a skilled blacksmith. The relentless hammer blows on the steel of the sword are not meant to destroy, but to shape and strengthen. Similarly, the challenges presented by difficult people or situations can build in us invaluable resilience, wisdom, and even compassion. Imagine a gnarled old tree with its roots gripping the rocky soil. Its twisted shape is a testament to battles with unforgiving winds and harsh elements. Yet it is precisely this struggle that gives it strength and enduring beauty. Our trials, reframed, can provide a similar inner fortitude. The Stoics believed that obstacles are the way forward. The obstacle encountered and the effort made to overcome it, the new experiences. Ask yourself, what can this experience teach me about myself, my limitations, and the nature of human interaction? Can you develop more patience, sharper communication skills, or a deeper understanding of your own emotional triggers? Every encounter, even unpleasant ones, can be a lesson in disguise. It's about gathering valuable insights in the midst of discomfort. Perhaps the situation is forcing you to develop boundaries, master assertive communication, or let go of unrealistic expectations of others' behavior. Remember, true power lies not in a world free of challenges, but in how we choose to perceive them. By changing your perspective, you take back the narrative. You become the resilient hero of your own story, emerging from each challenge stronger and wiser than before. 8. Strategic indifference. Think of your emotional energy as a valuable currency. The Stoics knew that some people try to provoke you to exploit this energy and feed their own negativity. Strategic indifference is the art of protecting this precious currency and depriving them of the satisfaction of your emotional attachment. Imagine a raging forest fire, thirsting for all kinds of flammable material substances. It spreads rapidly and consumes everything in its path. But what happens when the fire meets a vast, barren desert? With nothing to fuel its destruction, it falters and eventually dies out. Your strategic indifference can create a similar scene within yourself, rendering provocations powerless. Real power lies in mastering your own inner world. To master yourself is to master the life that flows. It is the ability to remain calm, cool, and unshaken, even when someone tries to push your buttons. It is not about suppressing emotions, but about choosing wisely where to direct your energy. Remember, not every battle has to be fought. Strategic complacency distorts the expected power dynamic. Those who rely on provoking others are often caught off guard by the absence of an emotional response. This forces them to confront their own tactics and grapple with the futility of their attempts. This calm is not a passive surrender, but a deliberate choice. It is like a skilled martial artist who effortlessly parries his opponent's blows, using his own momentum against him. Your indifference becomes a mirror, reflecting back the absurdity of their behavior and leaving them floundering in frustration. Let your inner calm be your superpower. By maintaining your composure, you display a level of control that they cannot comprehend. It is a testament to the unwavering strength of your spirit and the mastery you have over your own reactions. 9. Find common ground. Even in the middle of a stormy sea, there are moments when the waves subside just enough to breathe. Finding common ground is akin to identifying these little islands of calm that offer much-needed respite and the potential for rebuilding. The Stoics realized that focusing on what unites us, not just what divides us, can lead to unexpected solutions. Imagine two warring nations tired of endless bloodshed, perhaps even discovering a common interest, such as a desire for the welfare of their children or a shared respect for a historical figure, can be the first fragile bridge to dialogue. Similarly, finding common ground in our personal conflicts is a beacon of hope. Our differences often dominate our attention, creating high walls that obscure any common ground. But the Stooges believed in the power of careful observation and reason. Actively searching for these points of connection, no matter how small, is like looking for a hidden spring in the desert. Resetting the dynamic offers a chance to rehumanize the person you labeled as an enemy. Perhaps you both like a certain type of music, are concerned about the environment, or have a similar sense of humor. Building on these commonalities creates a new foundation, a reminder that beneath the surface of conflict, we are all fundamentally human. Think of these commonalities as delicate wires. With patience and goodwill, they can be woven into a larger tapestry of understanding. This does not mean ignoring major differences, but perhaps creating a space for respectful dialogue where solutions can be found, or at least hostility reduced. Remember, the Stoic path values wisdom and reason above all else. Finding common ground is a testament to both and is a strategic move that recognizes the complexity of human relationships. This small but powerful act of optimism is proof that the path to better communication may not yet be open. 10. Destroy them with kindness. Discreetly. Used strategically, kindness can become a surprisingly powerful weapon in your Stoic arsenal. It is an unexpected move that turns the familiar battlefield upside down. But true kindness must be based on self-respect and judgment, never on a desire to appease or manipulate. Imagine your enemy as someone lost in a dense, dark forest. They are full of insecurity and ready to attack at any moment. An unexpected act of kindness is like a sudden ray of sunlight breaking through the foliage. It stuns, surprises, and forces them to reassess their assumptions about you. The Stoics believe that virtue is its own reward. A genuine act of kindness, even towards someone who has caused you pain, reaffirms your commitment to your own intrinsic goodness. It is a declaration that you will not allow their negativity to corrupt your own character. But this strategy requires careful consideration of your motives and limits. True kindness should never become a means of betraying yourself. If an action would cause you to compromise your values or make you emotionally vulnerable, it ceases to serve your best interests. Stoic kindness is discriminating, not self-sacrificing. Think of it as offering a sip of water to a thirsty traveler, even if he or she has spoken ill of you. This is a basic act of humanity, not forgiving their actions, but showing that you refuse to descend to their level, that you act from a higher plane. True kindness can plant a seed of doubt in the mind of someone buried in negativity. It challenges their worldview, causing them to question whether their own hostility is really justified. This is a powerful move from a position of strength and shows that you are the master of your emotions, not the victim of them. 11. Create a support system. The Stoics understood that the environment we develop plays a profound role in our well-being. Surrounding yourself with a supportive community is like building a fortress of resistance against the challenges life throws your way. Imagine yourself as a majestic tree. Your values are your roots and anchor you to what really matters. A support system is like fertile soil that nurtures your growth. Positive, uplifting people are the sunshine and soft rain that help you reach your full potential. They are the ones who listen without judgment when times are tough, who remind you of your strength when your faith is shaken. By offering alternative perspectives, they help untie the knots of negativity that can easily take hold in solitude. A support system helps you weather the storm. Here you are free to be vulnerable, process your feelings honestly, and replenish your reserves of emotional strength. Their encouragement boosts your resolve and empowers you to face difficult personalities with renewed confidence. The people we spend time with shape us. Our outlook on life, our personality, many things in our lives are determined by the influence of our companions. True friends remind us that we are not alone and that there is compassion and understanding in the world. Their presence diminishes the power of any negativity you encounter and shows that there is much more good in your life than evil. Remember, the Stoic path is not about struggling alone, but about realizing that we are interconnected. Building a support system is an act of wisdom, a strategic move that strengthens you from the inside out. It is an affirmation that you are worthy of love, respect, and unwavering support that enables you to face any challenge with grace and resilience. 12. Remember, you control your reactions. Within you lies an impregnable fortress, the power to choose your reaction. While we cannot always control the actions of others or the circumstances life presents us with, the Stoics taught us that our ultimate sphere of influence is our inner world. This is your greatest power and the path to true freedom. Imagine yourself as a skilled captain at the helm of your ship. Although you cannot control the stormy waves or the direction of the wind, you can plot your course, adjust your sails, and steer with an unwavering hand. Similarly, though the storms of life toss you about, you are the captain of your reactions. The space between an event and your reaction is sacred. It is where wisdom takes root. Instead of reacting on autopilot with anger, fear, or the need for revenge, this pause allows you to regain control of the rudder. This is your opportunity to choose a response that aligns with your values, not a knee-jerk reaction fueled by volatile emotions. True power does not lie in the ability to control or dominate others. This is a futile and ultimately self-destructive pursuit. True power lies in the mastery of your own inner world. By choosing responses based on reason, compassion, and a commitment to your best self, you challenge those who try to provoke you. It is important to remember that controlling your reactions is not about suppressing emotions. It is about acknowledging them, understanding their source, and consciously choosing how to express them. Sometimes this means a firm assertiveness, sometimes a quiet detachment. Wisdom lies in discerning the best response for each unique situation. Imagine living your life from this position of inner sovereignty. The trials and temptations are still there, but they have lost their hold on you. Your well-being is no longer subject to the whims of others. This is the ultimate triumph. It is the freedom to live your life on your own terms, unshaken by the storms that may come your way. 13. Legal action as a last resort. Stoicism advocates not only inner strength, but also justice and the protection of our fundamental rights. Sometimes the wisest course of action, to protect yourself and others, requires the unwavering support of the legal system. Seeking justice is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your unwavering commitment to what is right. Think of the law as a powerful shield crafted by the collective wisdom of society. It exists to protect the innocent, to hold accountable those who intentionally cause harm. By using its power, you send a clear message that certain behaviors are unacceptable, that your well-being and the well-being of others matters. The Stoics remind us that we have a duty to protect not only ourselves, but also the wider social order. By taking legal action against those who act maliciously or illegally, you contribute to the preservation of a just society in which everyone can live in dignity and safety. It is very important to document everything meticulously. These documents will often be your guarantee. Think of it as collecting evidence that will fuel the engines of justice. Each detail acts as a thread woven into a solid case, making it impossible to deny the reality of what happened. This diligence is a powerful act in itself and demonstrates your determination to seek resolution. Taking legal action can be a frightening prospect, but it can also be extremely empowering. It is about reclaiming your voice, refusing to be silenced by intimidation or abuse. The law offers structure, impartiality, and a way forward when all other options have been exhausted. Remember, true courage sometimes means maintaining order. To recognize when you need the support of a larger system designed to maintain and restore order. By taking legal action when necessary, you are acting in accordance with Stoic principles, demonstrating an unwavering respect for justice and ensuring the safety of yourself and others. Let the pursuit of justice be your final and decisive stand. It is a confirmation that you will not tolerate abuse of power, and that your spirit will not be broken by those who wish to do harm. Change your perspective on events, not the facts. Our reactions are often influenced more by how we interpret events than how they actually happen. Examine other points of view and confront your automatic beliefs. Can this situation be resolved? What good things can you concentrate on? Choose your reaction carefully. React. Do not react. After you have recovered and corrected your perspective, carefully consider your options before responding. Will reacting with anger or frustration help you? Would being calm and assertive work better? Remember that you can make the situation worse or de-escalate it, depending on how you react. Remember that peaceful power over your thoughts and emotions is a test of real strength, not external control. So keep your cool under pressure, make wise decisions, and face the storms of life with the resolute poise of a Stoic sage. We have come to the end of another video. I hope you found it valuable and that you learned something new and useful. Which of these Stoic strategies resonated with you the most? Can you think of a situation where you could apply one of these techniques? Remember, true power does not lie in destructive behavior. It lies in controlling your reactions and keeping your peace. Share your thoughts below, and let's create a community where we help each other overcome negativity based on this timeless philosophy. If you found this video valuable, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. And don't forget, you can support me by subscribing to my channel, becoming a join subscriber, or sending a super thank you. Hope to see you in the next videos. Be stoic and stay strong.